Okay, here we are back to the basics. Back with some hardened scales. Haven't played hardened scales in a while, so I'm ready to make some punts, but I hope we can crush. We're against ad nauseum. Oh my lord, that is really loud. But this matchup is probably bad for us, but we have cheeses, so we'll see. We can get there. So whenever a creature control leaves the battlefield, if it counters on it, put those counters on the oscillate. So I think we're supposed to lead with Arcbound Worker here. And then probably play Ravager. And see where we go from there. And let's skip the prelim because I still have to submit my PT Finds deck. That's funny. Let's go with Ravager here. Attack for 1. The thing is, I think this may have been like a turn 4/5 kill, but it's not going to be good enough if they just kill us on their turn 4. Like, unless we find Ballista. Even if we find Ballista, I don't think that's even close to being enough. Yep. So if they have Adnaz, we're at DED dead. So let's figure out what our best line is if they don't have Adnaz. Set up lethal for the next turn. Play Scrapyard Recombiner. What happens if I just go like... I go Scrapyard Recombiner. Attack for 2. 2 counters here. Sacrifice Scrapyard Recombiner to itself. Get 2 counters here and 2 counters here. I'll end up being 3/5. We get Ballista. We land on Reborn, put a counter onto Ballista. There'll be 2 counters there. There'll be 5 counters here. There'll be 3 counters here. There'll be 8 counters here. Deal 8. If this turn we're putting them down to 17, we deal 8, put them down to 11. And then we put 8 counters here, there'll only be 10. If we're doing that, we have an extra mana potentially. No, we don't, because you have to play the Ozolith that turn. We could just go Ozolith plus Ravager this turn. And try to just draw Ballista. And then we could land on Reborn. It's not that bad. I think that's probably the line. Shit. Yep. Trying to big brain it. Sacrifice this. Put the counters here. Smart enough to play this deck. It's just like a lot of like slight amounts of math. Put this here, put the counter there, I believe. I'm not sure, like maybe I didn't quite have it there. Maybe I did have it there and I didn't quite like do the math correct. Depends on if we also like drew a land there. Like some things could have changed as well. But if they just have Adnaz here, we're dead anyways. So like that's all predicated on the fact that we hope they don't have Adnaz. Stony again. Who knows? But this matchup like was bad beforehand because like you usually weren't quick enough. If they just kill you turn 4, you're kind of just dead. But it doesn't look like they have it. Yep, doesn't look like they have it quite yet, so that's good for us. Just scry, put on the bottom. That's good for me. So if we sack Ozolith here, what happens if we just sack this Ravager to here? I'll be 6 counters here. There'll be 4 counters here. What happens if we play Scrapyard? So that'll be 4 plus 6. That's 10. Play Scrapyard Recombiner. Put a counter on it with these Lano Reborn. How's it going, Namer Squats? Coming back. 4 counters there. We'll end up putting So 5 plus 4 is 9. So there'll be 10 counters there with another 3. 7, so it'll be 17 damage there. Theoretically setting up lethal, so I guess we should do that. Not for lethal this turn, but lethal the next turn. No TTS. It should have TTS. I'm not sure why it didn't do it there. I'm just trying to find the best line for lethal, and I think this is probably the correct thing to do. Going to sacrifice this one first. Probably doesn't quite matter either way. I'm just figuring out, like, if he has Lightning Storm, there's some way that I need to do this. Do I need to sack the Ravager here? We put 3 counters here, it'll be 8. Yeah, I do need to sack this here. I actually messed up there. Did I mess up there? Could I have gotten more counters some way? If I put the counters here, it's 4 counters here. And there's 7. Yeah, I did mess up there. I could have gotten significantly more counters. But I don't think it matters because, like, the unlife. But I could have gone for more counters. I could have had 4 more counters, I believe. Because I could have done Ravager, sack the Ravager, put the Ravager onto the Scrapyard Recombiner, puts 4 counters on the Ozolith, then the Scrapyard Recombiner has 7 counters, sack that, put the 7 counters on Ravager, and then there's 4 extra counters on the Ozolith. So we missed that. Theoretically, play this. Attack first. Attack first. They have in their hand. I guess I should attack first here, see what they do. Sorry, I haven't been looking at chat. I'm trying to use my pixels. I don't know. So, like, if we would have, we could have taken a line where we're better against, exactly Angel's Grace there by playing the Recombiner, but then we're worse, to some other cards, potentially. This turn we're just supposed to play the Recombiner, and then they have to draw Adnaz, or they lose. Because then we just go get Ballista and kill them that way. And the reason we play Scrapyard Recombiner here over sacking the Horizon Canopy is because... Oh, they really just drew it? It looks like they drew it here. So yeah. We took a line that made us worse to Angel's Grace. And then it made us really soft to Devil's Angel's Grace. But, that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes you take a bad line, or a line that plays not as well into it. We're gonna see. We're gonna draw our next card. Words. We could have played to win this. We could have played differently just to win this game. We also could have just tried to crack here, but that seems worse. We've hit. It doesn't show us, sadly. Want some amount of these cards, I believe. What do we not want? I think these are too slow. Also, I can do something like this. Something like this seems fine to me. But yeah, we... think this is a keep. It's pretty close, though. This hand is really close, I actually think. Because, like, double damage here actually hurts them, like, a lot. They could be playing, like, Hercules, and Hercules could get us pretty good. And we have, like, a lot of draws that just, like, kill our opponent pretty quickly. Like, with double hardened scales. It's construct, right? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, we're gonna stop this music. Oh, I just realized, like, I have my air conditioner on. I need to turn that off. It's probably super bad in the microphone, but no one told me, so at least we're good on that. Let's do this. Let's play Damping Sphere and attack for 2. What garbage music do I want to listen to? This is actually not that garbage music. I usually play it as my intro music. Actually, on life, we don't actually care about that necessarily that much because we do the ink mob. I think they're just dead now. Should just be dead. Okay, they've seen enough. Sometimes, I mean, they also kept a really slow hand, but our draw steps were really nice there. Our draw steps were very, very good there. Will not deny that. If I was on the play, I'd probably keep this hand. Let me think. I mean, it doesn't have a turn 3 kill, I have to imagine. Unless I'm missing something. Like, we play this turn 1, play this turn 2, then we play this. Sack this to here, and it's going to be 2 counters. We sack Arcbound Worker. Oh no, so that's 2 counters. Oh no, this is 2 counters here, we put a counter here, so that's on 2 counters. This has 1 counter, we sack this. This will then have 3 counters, this will have 3 counters. We sack 2 more. So I have 6 counters, 7 counters. We put 3 counters here. It'll be 10, 11 damage. And we're dealing 1 damage on turn 2. We deal 12 on turn 3. We set up for a turn 4 kill, potentially. And if we want to, we can work in Ancient Strings. If we find Inkmoth Nexus, do we have a turn 3 kill? We go sacrifice this. It'll be 1. This will be. So this will be a counter. I'll have 2 counters here. It'll be a counter here. Actually, no, we'll have 3 counters here. Counter here. It'll be 4. This will be go up to 4, 5, 6. And that'll be 7. So wait. No, if I sacrifice this, it'll be 2 counters here. Sacrifice this will be 3 counters. Sacrifice 3 counters. Put onto the Inkmoth Nexus. No, it's 3. It's 4 counters actually. Put on the Inkmoth Nexus. And then it gets 4 counters from here. So it'll only be 8 counters, I believe. Do that math correctly. It's 1 counter from here. This is up to 3. This is up to 4. No, it gets 5 counters. So if we draw Inkmoth, we do have a turn. Yeah, so I can keep this hand. So we have a turn 3 kill. So if we draw Inkmoth Nexus, we have a turn 3 kill, I believe. We need to draw it on turn 1 or 2, though. If Exact Seize. Let me get ready for this. 2 minutes of stream history. Sorry, I was trying to figure out things. Come up at all on this list? This is my first time like playing with the Ozolith in a very long time, so I couldn't tell you. Spirit. That's really bad for me. That signifies a turn 3 kill. Let's put Ravager down. Hope we don't die on turn 3. If we just die on turn 3, then, you know, that's life, because we didn't have an Nature's Claim in our hand. Take the beats. I'm pretty sure we're going to die here based on the Simian Spirit Guide to play. Oh, we're not dead. Okay, poggers. I think I have to play Damping Sphere here. So I was supposed to Ancient Strains there first for a land. Or Ancient Strains. That was a mistake. I'm not going to sack the Arcbound Worker just yet. I have to play this because, like, if they're going to combo kill us with the Thassa's Oracle type stuff, it costs a lot of mana. If they kill us with Adnos, it also costs a good chunk of mana, potentially. Find a land here. Do you guys see that? I just, like, randomly put one to the bottom. Though, if they just have Adnos in here, we're dead. Yeah. If we didn't mess up with that Ancient Stirrings, don't think it would have changed anything. Next turn we set up for lethal, though I have to imagine we're going to die based on their Simian Spirit Guide play, but maybe not. We will see. Opponent's creatures. Oh, that's kind of cool. That could screw them. I don't know what they go for here. They exile too many Simian Spirit Guides. Went for Thassa's Oracle. That means they have, like, spoils plus Thassa's Oracle now. It's unfortunate. I could have taken a different line that made it so I think this wasn't as bad for us. But I don't think, yeah. I mean, we could have just not played the Damping Sphere, but based on what I see they have in their hand now, it seems like we didn't have a way to win regardless. Because, like, unless they drew like the second spoils, then they could have just spoils like beforehand. And like, if we had not played this, we could have then gone like, so Arcbound Worker into this. We go Ancient Stirrings to find a land, play Ballista, and then kill the next turn. But that, like, that just makes it so, like, we're just stone... maybe we're just stone dead to ad nauseum anyways? No, we weren't. Were we? So I had this. Play this. They get an ad nos, and they... Yeah, no, we messed up. Because, like, they had triple Simians plus a land drop. So, yeah. I mean, the matchup is bad, of course. But I think I messed up and could have killed on turn 4 and shouldn't have played the Stamping Sphere. I think that was a mistake. Because I for some reason thought that, like, they wouldn't be able to go for it, but they can just get the untapped land from the ad nauseum. So hopefully we can play a bit better. Oh, if they just had Slaughter Pact, we were dead regardless. We couldn't do anything. And, yeah, if this is their hand, then we weren't winning regardless. But we could have gone for, like, a turn 4 kill, potentially. That's how it goes. They seem to have literally, like, exactly one reactive card. They literally have, like, 2 reactive cards in their deck, it seems like, and they have both in their hand. And we, like, messed up game 1, too, so... And got top decked, so... That's how it goes. I think we could have won this match if we played a bit tighter, but... We're learning still, and the matchup's bad, so that doesn't help either. I'll see you guys for the next round. We're back for round 2. We're 0-1 right now, but there's potential. On the play, I'll keep this hand. Ancient Strains can hopefully find something. We've got like a redraw with the Horizon Canopy and Metallicum that can give us some velocity. If we do find something, it's possible we're supposed to mulligan because we don't have, like, Scales or Ozolith. That could be a possibility that now with the addition of Ozolith, you kind of need to mulligan. Basically, as you don't have Scales, Ozolith, or Ravager. So, who knows? We'll have to see. Experimentation in a highly competitive field. We'll see if we can see if it goes well for us. Opponent's mulliganing to 5 so far, so we'll see what they're on. Possibly they're on Dredge, E-Tron type decks, or they just have a really bad hand with like everything else. Who knows? We'll see as soon as we see it. Oh, mulligan to 4 concedes the game. Okay, I will just I'll run it back in the blind. I'm fine with doing that. I mean, we'll take what we can get, I guess, you know. We will take what we can get. This is a mulligan. On the draw. Keep this hand. This on the draw, I think on 6, I think is acceptable. If we're on the play, I'd mulligan to 5, but on the draw, I think we have a couple draws. We have like 2 draw steps. With Hardened Scales and the Ozolith, we've got a lot going on. Around Flooded Strand, so they're probably we're control and mulliganing to 4 with control. It's just not gonna cut it. That was like possibly the worst draw in our deck. I'm not quite sure. We'll have to see. I want to play Scales this turn, even though like Force Negation like can kind of screw it. Because if I find Ancient Stirrings, not Ancient Strings, Ancient Stirrings, I need to be able to play it next turn. Looks like it's just blue-eye control. Whiffed on the land there, which really sucks. Mana leak. Sure. It's possible we're supposed to leave with Ozolith there. But I was thinking that, like, on 3 mana, they just have Force Negation up, hard cast. And this card is very good as well. Okay, land. Could just have another mana leak here. Looks like they don't. That's good for me. They could have a Path, but Path at least gets us up to our 3rd land. Looks like they just have nothing. What could their hand possibly be? Like Verdict, Jace. Put that on top, I assume. Drawing a land here is not bad. My guess is they have like Cryptic Command type card. So I think I'm fine just playing out more like garbage, basically. I guess they just had nothing? Interesting. I did not expect just the stone nothings. Okay. That is a problem. Okay, I guess I should have played out my stuff. This one... Because now they have Mana Leak in their hand. It's going to be hard for me to, like, just get past it in a meaningful way. I don't want to just take a land here. Take the fairy here. They're gonna have like Mana Leak up forever. So like we kind of just need to throw stuff into it. Maybe they won't like have counter spells for the next card. It's the hope. Though we're like pretty dead here. It sucks that we got 2 pretty bad matchups in a row. Though luckily they just conceded or mulligan to Oblivion game 1. Crystalline Giant in the build? I have not. This is my first time playing the deck in a very long time. Well, if we find a land and they don't have path or anything to like punish, just like activating this, we're gonna be in a really good spot. Though the likelihood of that happening is incredibly low. Time, let's see what you got. Let me ask you, Taimu. Is it supposed to be Timu or Taimu? Because it was funny that the bot said Timu. Is it Timu or Taimu? First or second? I gotta know. Shark Typhoon? Okay. That is I mean, that's good for us, but like bad for us at the same time. The best possible would have been Cryptic Bounce. That would have been nuts. Let's kill this off. And then pass the turn. They still don't have path, it seems. Maybe able to win this game if we get very lucky and their hand is just like very bad. But it's hard for their hand to be bad with like 2 fetches and 2 Jace Brainstorms. And with like this plussing a lot. But anything's possible, right? I'm just supposed to do this and then let the path resolve after that. Chance of us resolving a spell here is going to be low. But anything's possible, right? Let's do no. Let's try to play this. Sucks that this Ozolith in our hand because it doesn't do anything. Okay. I mean, we're gonna be got by that Mana Leak basically, no matter what. Put Logic Null on top. Kind of need to draw a double Ballista and hope that that's their only counter spell. It's basically the only way that we can win. Time them out? No, because we're going to game 3. They're gonna be able to kill us pretty quickly if they find like just Shark Typhoon and I like don't have anything big. I'm gonna give myself like 1, maybe 2 draw steps here. It's hard to like win because every fetch land turns into a spell. That's like the problem. Like the inevitability of control decks is insane now. Just like with a Jace and a Cryptic Command, I will never get to play a spell again, basically. They have a Logic Knot in their hand. We're just dead now. Because we're going to die to the Logic Knot for like a lot, and we can't actually just kill them, because they will just forever Logic Knot me, essentially. So let's get Veil Summer in here. Pretty sure I'm supposed to just cut the Ocelot here. Let's see if our opponent has... Preliminary from 2 days ago. What's their sideboard look like? Ceremonious Rejection, Aether Ghost, Copper Red, Stroke, 1 Stony Silence. Okay, yeah. They got us 1 Stony Silence, they get us. They're also playing Cataclysmic Gearhulk, a Commandeer, 2 Verdicts. Their deck list is sketch, to say the least. Oh, this hand's good. Animation module's like our best card against them, basically. If they play like a tap land on turn 1, then I'm gonna Mimic and then both of these. But if they play like an untapped land or a fetch land or something, then I'll just play Mimic and then pass. Because they path us in response, making us like lose one of our things, it's like so bad for us. Okay, well that I'm fine with going for it as well. Do they have rejection? They have their 1 of rejection, eh? Pretty good. Pretty good. The 1 of rejection. They Stony Silence me here, I swear to God, I'm gonna be super pissed. I would have been super pissed they went Ceremonies into Stony. That would have been the mega tilt. 3 to 4 rejections. I mean, this guy this guy had this deck list posted 2 days ago. So I suspected something close to this. He has a 1 of Stony Silence in his sideboard, which I don't know why you would want to play Stony Silence in this metagame. It doesn't seem particularly good against anything. That plays. That plays. Why please win? If they're not blocked with a Snapcaster Mage, I just want to get my servo now. Loosey goosey. I'm a little bit tilted they had the 1 of Ceremonious. Just gotta like Ceremonious, Snap Ceremonious. It's so good against me. What is this? Just Verdict. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Kind of sucks for me. Makes sense why they did their play now. I'm gonna try and find Ballista / Ravager here. I'm more than fine losing a Ravager, essentially, to deal with a Jace. Just going to put 1 counter instead of 2. I think it's better to just have, like, more threats on the board than to have just a bigger threat. It's an interesting line they took. But I really don't like playing against blue-eye control personally. God. Teferi here? Ugh, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Their curve out was so good. I mean, yeah, the matchup is definitely bad for us. I would agree with that. This card is like single-handedly keeping us in the game. It's a cryptic, yeah. Maybe I'm supposed to pump this up and make another counter, but I want to, like, do this. No, I don't know. A couple different things we could have done differently here, but I was expecting, like, them to just do this cryptic loop, and in that scenario, I want the Scrapyard Recombiner on the battlefield. But, like, if they just find Path, it's, like, really bad for us. But, I mean, we're already pretty bad to Path anyways. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, we're just dead basically at this point. That was to be expected. Matchup's pretty bad. Opponent had the one of Ceremonious Rejection to absolutely dumpster us. Like, if they didn't have the Ceremonious Rejection, I'm pretty sure we, like, win this game pretty easily. Like, we have all the punish cards. But they just had, like, the one of to beat us, basically. Nothing we can really do about it. They just have Crypt, and they just have Mystic Sanctuary, so they lock us out of the game basically immediately. There's no way for us to interact in a reasonable way. Veil Summer. I mean, yeah, I mean, we played 2 pretty bad matchups in a row. And, like, with the addition of Mystic Sanctuary, we just get locked up by blue-eye control almost immediately. They had, like, very, very good curve outs both games 2 and 3. They literally snapped conceded game 1 and it didn't even matter. Which is pretty crazy to think about. Who's rejection even for? It's, like, pretty bad, I think. But, I mean, when it's good, it's good. Yeah, that's just going to be game. Not much we can do here. Yeah, it's hard for us to win in the bad matchups. Not much we could have done here. Like, I think we drew pretty well. They just drew better than us. And, like, their cards line up incredibly well against us. Not much we can do. Hopefully we can get the next ones. As we played the first turn, but we're back for round 3. The intention with this keep is obviously Metallic Mimic plus a bunch of Ballistas. It looks like we're playing against ad nauseum. So, let's see what we can do in this matchup. We're going to have a turbo hand to an extent. Construct. And we do this. And we do this. And we do this. And then we pass the turn. Let's do 2-head, yeah. Sometimes I forget. O2 and Shadow Realm. Yeah. We play Adnals in the 0-0 bracket and the O2 bracket. Perfect. Sometimes you go O2, you hit some bad matchups, and today it looks like we're just going to hit mono bad matchups. But what can you do? That's how it goes sometimes, you know? What can you do? What can you do? Now if we recorded the league where we're 2-0 in, that would have been Pog. They just have lethal this turn. We'll have to see. Depends on what we draw. There's Black Red deck. Side effect. Okay. What do we do by now? Because lost the first rounds. It's like 30% of viewers reach consecutive loss at the start of the video. For me, my videos have an insane drop-off at around 15 minutes, regardless of how the league goes. So, like, that's basically what I think of, if a video, like, it doesn't really matter how well I actually do in the video, almost always. I can check again. I can see the exact moments. Usually somewhere between 15 and 20 minutes. It's insane drop-off for basically every video. Proliferate the Pentad Prism? No? Why the hell would I do that? Let me look again. I can look at my analytics. Like any given video. Proliferate Bloom? No, because it's in a zone that I cannot proliferate in. Ooh, Aspiring Spike. Thanks for the tier 1. Appreciate it, man. Oh, yes. Spike Poggers, indeed. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah. Unless they have double Angel's Grace, they are going to die. Inspiring Sip. Yeah, sure. So long. Stop. Come a little closer. Get stronger. Just a little fun. We couldn't kill Team Clock Nexus anyways. So you got double. I got the double. Not much to be done. Opponent had it. Smurf, let me see how many times you subbed. Used to be a tier 1 sub, so obviously you got some brain damage too. That's how that works, right? Okay, if he exiles 2 simians, we're good here. They did not. Oh, we are dead, I believe. Actually, how many lands do I have left in the deck? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So they have 9 lands left in their deck. 9. Maybe able to kill with this forest? If they're dumb and don't go for the Thassa's Oracle line? Yeah, anything's possible. So this is where the ad-mousing was. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe? Maybe. Gifted. Smurf, prove to me you got a gifted sub. Prove it to me. Oh, they're going for the correct line. Feels bad, man. Maybe they don't go for the correct line? Maybe they lose with the lightning storm? One time? No. Makes me sad that they're smart enough to go for the correct line. Opponent knows what they're doing. The game. That'll work on response. That'll totally work. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I guess I can just turn myself down. I wonder how many more subs I can... Not subs, how many more emotes I have, slots I have. I have 3 more emotes that I can fuck around with. Why is it not correct there? No, it's 100% correct for the Thassa's Oracle. The other way they could lose 5 a land in hand because they had exactly 9 lands, I believe. I'm like infinite subs off from another emote. But I still have 3 emote slots left to fuck around with. I think bringing the Torp Orb is fine. It stops one of their avenues to victory. It makes it so they have to go for an Adnaz kill rather than a Spoils Oracle kill. Actually should have won on Hangerback Walker, it was a mistake. What did we cut? I cut Animation Module, Steel Overseer, Scrapyard Recombiner, and Throne of Geths. We got a lot of mana, so that's kind of a problem for us. Let's do this for a land. Photo? Oh, there we go. Is that a bug again where it just put a card to the bottom without me, like, deciding it? Am I missing something? I'm not going to play towards their hand being 3 perfects, and spoils Angel's Grace, Thassa's Oracle. I think playing like that is a mistake. You know, if they have perfects, you know, got me, right? That is really good for me. I think Damping Sphere is fine here. Not sure though. And the hope is I get to try and blow them out with the Nature's Claim. I think playing this Damping Sphere is wrong. I should have played Torpor Orb, though. Okay, opponent. What's going on here? I think they have ad naus and they're thinking about if they can kill this turn. Just call it what you want. I need to do this now because he could just have Pact of Negation and get me that way. And they can't Angel's Grace here because they've already cast 2 spells, so the Angel's Grace is going to have a 2 modifier on it, or is it 3 modifier on it? There's another add-ons for him. They use the Pentad Prism counters for whatever reason. I'm live. Well, that's a problem. Oh no, they can't play the Unlife! Got him with the Damping Sphere! At least personally, I always keep in 1 blue pact for garbage. And we already saw our last Adnaz opponent have at least 1 blue pact in their deck, so it seems kind of loose to not do it. The Damping Sphere may have been the correct play. Who knows? Comment what you want. My opponent said damn. I said I think you meant to say damp. What you want, what you want. Call it what you want. Well, they haven't responded yet. What you want. I call it what you want. Okay, well, we're going to be on the draw. That's going to be a little bit hard. But we'll run with this. This is not going to cut it. Not on the draw. Feels bad, but I think that's what we have to get rid of. Damping Sphere is like pretty bad in most scenarios. As for the Nature's Claim, they found exactly. Ooh, that was a nice draw. They found another Unlife, but they had cast 2 spells that turn, so they couldn't play the Unlife. 4x Oscillith. I copied the list that did well in the PTQ this weekend, and that's where I'm going to start with and move from there. They just be dead on turn 3. We'll have to see. Constructs. If you find Arcbound Ravager, may have a kill. But if not, it's not looking great for us right now. Which one goes? farm life. That sucks for us. What is this always servicing off this Pentad Prism? Like, I don't understand. 2 cards bottom. It's good for us, at least. We're supposed to do this, this, and then end step, do this. Okay, I was worried they were going to do that and then be smart and use spoils afterwards. Put a card on top, that's pretty bad for me. Okay, sure. Well, let's crack this first. Jam the damp sphere. God, Jay, you are really going hard on that. How would that be smart? So that, like, I can't... Well, I mean, the idea is that, like, it could somehow interact with Thoughts Oracle on the stack. And then it makes it so they can't, because they just, like, mill the whole deck. Theoretically. It's, like, theoretically the better play to do it. But sometimes you get screwed by, like, Moto. Because Moto, you know... Moto's good at getting you sometimes, you know? They should just be able to kill us with Adnos here pretty easily. Yep. Not much we could have done here. Looked for Ravager with the redraw, but could not find it. Maybe they mess up somehow, so I will play to that. Opponent said fine then. I don't understand why he said fine then. Just you can kill me, you know. I'm giving you a chance to mess up because of the damping sphere though. Too fast. If he puts too many lands on the stack, then we can use these 2 lands. The night's not over, you're not trying hard enough. Fast enough. How's opponents screw up here potentially? They put too many into this, and my 2 lands get them. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, so they... okay. They're putting 1 extra than they need to already. Not full white. Damn me. Oh, yes. He doesn't understand how this works. Let's go. Oh, well, he spewed off an extra land, so maybe we got him here if we're lucky. Damn. How many lands is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, he had more than enough lands, sadly. He even spewed off one, but got him in the end. Okay. Well, 0-3, not the greatest. That's how it goes sometimes. Hopefully we can do a bit better in the leagues I'll fire off for you guys to finish up the video. And we're back. We're 2-0 in this league. Hopefully we can finish off the thing with some wins at least. Let's see. I'll keep this hand. Yeah, I can keep this hand. Like fine-ish. It's having the bug where I can't shuffle the cards around in my hand, which is unfortunate. And it's lagging really badly, so I guess I have to restart my moto here. Give me a second here. Give me a quick second here. About a scrappy recombining it. Card is good. I was one of the first people to popularize it back in Scales beforehand. I don't know why people would think it's bad. No, we lost. Opponent, you know, Atnos is a bad matchup because they have multiple time locks and combo kill that we can't interact with very well. Oh, Moto. See what you can do. Says I'm 2-0. Well, this is in a league. Okay. You even beat Adnos in league. Let's get this going, I guess. We also lift this. You pick me up here. It's so abysmally bad. I lose to it a lot, but like it's kind of I just lose to it in the way that like I'm on the draw against prowess and they just beat me with just killing me by going like Soulscar Mage, Swift Spear Bolt, and then do some other things. Amorphous, okay. Work that much? Yeah. Playing Luris on the board. I think so. You don't usually have that much mana left over to like go get Luris. Playing with like also Luris is very mana intensive. This card also is like good with like comboing. I think. Play Ozlith, an Arcbound Worker, I guess. Opt, okay. Never creature controls the battlefield. Counts when I put those counts on Ozlith. So yeah, so they Lava Dart this. I wonder if it puts the -1/+1 and the +1/+1 counter on there at the same time. Sprite Dragon. Okay. We got Gut Shot or something? Oh, Dark Flashback, okay. Yeah, I thought I'd just put no counters on it. Pretty sure, at least. Pretty sure I'm just gonna die to this. I don't see how I win this game, but we'll try our best, I guess. Being on the draw against prowess is usually bad news bears. Especially pre-board when you don't know exactly how aggressive you need to be with your mulliganing. Board, I guess we get dismembers. I think that's fine. It's got a problem as well. I guess I'll put a minus counter. That's the beginning of my combat. Oh, okay, sure. That works too. I think I need to do this. Let me target their Sprite Dragon, I guess, yeah. We're going with your Oscillith and Soul Scar. Since -1/-1 counters got put onto the creature at the same time as the +1/+1 counters were still there, when they're negated in the end, 2 +1/+1 counters along with 3 -1/-1 counters go onto the Oscillith, thus remaining it with 1 -1/-1 counter. Target their creature, give them a -1/-1 counter. That's acceptable. Attack with this. Gives us ounce. Potentially have outs to win either way. We'll have to see though. It also gets 0 counters. Yes. No attacks. Feels bad, man. I think reasonably we need to just do this and hope for the best. Get 2 -1/2. Get rid. Yes. Well, it gets 0 counters in the sense that they both, since they negate themselves. Okay. Well, we're dead to literally any spell. But I was basically fine. Oh, okay. Okay. They've got to have a spell as the last card in hand, right? Okay, I like the slow roll. I like it as much as the next guy. Ravager was the next card. Fuck me. What if I had a way to kill it with Ravager? If we had Ravager, let's have this. Play it. Sack this, put this up to 3. Sack this, put it up to 4, put 2 counters here. Sack both of those, put it up to 6. Put 6 counters here, put this up to 7, put 6 counters here. Be 8 counters. 8 counters onto here, be 15. Exactly kill him, but there's this. May have done my math a little wrong. Be 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's put 6 counters here, along with the 2 counters. Put 6 counters there. And I think we may have been 1 off lethal if we actually drew the Ravager. Been close though. Want dismembers. Not so sure. I like them at times, but like real medium. Metallic Mimic is so bad against like Lava Dart. No lands. Not gonna cut it. Sand will keep. Ditch Nature's Claim. My intention is playing turn 1 Arcbound Worker, turn 2 Arcbound Worker Dismember, and just basically try to make an unbeatable Arcbound Ravager from there. Okay, what you got, opponent? We're gonna keep the 6, we're gonna ship it away. Come on, opponent. What's going on here? What's going on here? Main's good. Walk tokens. It's like, it can pop a walker as well as can be used on Darksteel Citadel. And sometimes, like, gets weird situations. I'm not so sure about this deck. When I used to play Scales, it was good green, I thought. Right when I bottomed, perfect. I'm fine doing this. They want to lava dart it, sure. Off with the head. Sure. I thought about not using the Pendlehaven, but like I think it's fine to use. Yeah, Warfoes? Okay. Stormwing. I don't know what they're thinking about. Their hand seems pretty good to me. Hand seems pretty good to me. Let's see. Land here isn't that bad for us. Do this right now and play animation module, I guess. If you got mutagenic growth, it just really sucks for us. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Sometimes your opponent got it. Sweat. Use yourself to dance. Use yourself to dance. Animal force. Okay. Where's Lightning? Oh, perfect. I gotta lose my whole board. I guess keep his because he had mutagenic growth. What is sweet in there that isn't stopping? To puff the sweat. Self to dance. Okay. Disappointing end to the YouTube video, because I think I'm going to end it there. A lot of losing. A lot of losing. But if you know, like seeing me play Hardened skills, make sure to like and subscribe. Subscription in the video, Twitch and Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video.